Hello, and today I want to talk about forgiveness to mistakes. In particular, I want to ask whether we will forgive more mistakes from humans or from non-humans, algorithms, robots, and so on. So imagine you ask somebody to go to the bank for you or to go to the cleaners for you, and that person makes a mistake. Imagine you have a robot, you ask the robot to do the same task and the robot makes a mistake. Imagine you ask somebody to go and pick up your kids and there's a car accident on the way. Imagine that you ask a robot to drive and pick up your kids and there's an accident along the way. Which one of those are we going to react worse to? Which one are we going to assume more from and be less likely to forgive? Now, one day things might be different, but right now we are more upset, angry, and less forgiving for mistakes from algorithms. And before we go into like big mistakes, driving and so on, think about the frustrations we all have when we ask one of those agents to do something. For example, I continuously try to get them to do an image of me with half a beard and they can't. I guess symmetry is very much. And please do Dan Ariely with half a beard. Can't do it. By the way, if one of you manages to do it, let me know what kind of prompts you created. Now, if you think about the frustrations we all have, like these things are amazing, unbelievable. I wouldn't have imagined a few years ago they would do so much. Nevertheless, they're frustrating. And the frustration is that I gave you a simple instruction. What's the problem? So when I say to one of those agents, please draw me a picture of me with glasses and half a beard, I get the things that are not what I asked for. And the thing, of course, is that I don't understand how they work. They don't work like human. And to say, no, it's not like this. I want half a beard, only the right side of the face, or the left side of the face. They don't correct it. And that's the part of the issue, is that when an agent, an algorithm makes mistakes, we don't understand where the mistake is coming from. So what do? We say, I don't understand how this works. Now, so the first thing is that when a human makes a mistake, we've met humans before, we know they make mistakes, we accept it as part of the standard. We know people make mistakes. When an algorithm or a robot makes a mistake, this is a little bit new to us. And we ask ourselves, what's wrong? What else could be wrong? With people, we know that people make mistakes, but we also know when people generally do things right. When we see a robot or an algorithm makes a mistake, we ask ourselves, where's the mistake coming from? What is wrong? And if the model we have just doesn't work well, like why, when I said half a beard, it didn't give me half a beard, I don't understand. And then I say, what else is it not getting? Or when I ask it for a joke, it gives me a pun, like clearly not a joke, a pun. I say, what else doesn't this thing understand if it gives me a pun as a joke? So the issue is that human mistakes we understand, and we understand there's lots of right. When algorithms make mistakes, these are a different kind of mistakes, and they make us wonder about the whole underlying structure. If I ask for a joke and it gave me a pun, if I ask for half a beard and it didn't give me half a beard, what else is wrong with it? Where else would it go wrong? And I think that that's the biggest issue. The issue is that we're wondering what else is broken and where things could break next. And that's why we're much less forgiving. Now, we did an experiment like this quite a while ago when people invested in the stock market. And they got feedback and advice. And they got it either from a human agent or from a computer agent. These were the days before the computer agents were so good, but we imagined that they were. And the advice was good. At some point, the advice was terrible advice. And the question is, when will the humans forgive faster? Would we forgive faster to a human or to an algorithm? And people forgave faster to a human. For these two reasons. We know human, we know that they're wrong from time to time. And after they forgave him, they were more likely to take his advice. On the other hand, when algorithms get things wrong, it's new, it's baffling, and we keep on asking ourselves, what else is wrong? If it got this thing wrong, what else does it get wrong, and where will it get wrong the next time? Okay, so one day we'll get better. at forgiving robots and algorithms. But until then, we're going to hold them to a higher level than we hold ourselves, just because we don't understand the mistakes that they make in the same degree. Okay, all the best. Bye.